Each time you fire your weapon, it goes through a cycle of operation. Any interruption in this cycle will cause a stoppage. If this happens, you must get the weapon back into operation as quickly as possible. Many stoppages can be cleared by what's called immediate action. Immediate action is the unhesitating response to clear a stoppage without investigating the cause. Here's what it looks like. Let's take a closer look at what happened. First, you strike upward on the bottom of the magazine to make sure it's fully seated. Then you pull the charging handle all the way to the rear and release it to ensure a round is chambered. Then you sight and attempt to fire. An easy way to remember it is tap, rack, bang. If immediate action fails, then remedial action must be taken. Remedial action means investigating the cause of the stoppage, clearing it, and returning the weapon to operation. Remedial action is divided into two phases. First, seek cover if the tactical situation permits. Then pull the charging handle all the way to the rear and try to lock the bolt to the rear. Check for a round or brass ejection. If a round was ejected, continue on to phase 2. If no round was ejected, first do whatever's necessary to clear the rifle. Then go to phase 2. Release the bolt by depressing the bolt catch. Tap the forward assist. Sight and attempt to fire. Just remember sports. Phase 1. Seek cover if the tactical situation permits. Pull the charging handle all the way to the rear and attempt to lock the bolt to the rear. Observe for a round or brass to be ejected. Phase 2. Release the bolt by depressing the bolt catch. Tap the forward assist. Sight and attempt to fire. The most common type of stoppage is the double feed, which occurs when 2 rounds are stuck in the receiver. It's usually caused by a faulty magazine. If immediate action fails, and you find a double feed during phase 1 of sports, remove the magazine. Rotate the weapon so the ejection port faces down. Hold the charging handle to the rear and shake the weapon to free the rounds. If that doesn't work, strike the butt of the weapon on the ground or manually clear the rounds. Remember to keep the muzzle pointed in a safe direction at all times. Reload and perform phase 2 of sports. If your weapon produces an audible pop accompanied by a reduced recoil, under no circumstances should you perform immediate or remedial action. Immediately cease fire. If you're in a combat situation, grab another rifle and get back in the firefight, remembering that the rifle may not be zeroed for you. If no other rifle is available, first place your weapon in condition 4. Remove the bolt carrier group. Inspect the bore for an obstruction from the chamber end. Clear the obstruction with a cleaning rod from the chamber end. If you're in a training environment and you experience an audible pop, reduced recoil, again, immediately cease fire. Place your weapon on safe and raise your hand for assistance from the range personnel. Proper weapons handling is an important part of marksmanship, and knowledge of safe handling procedures is vital, but knowledge isn't nearly enough. You must practice these procedures at all times until they become completely instinctive. They can make all the difference between life and death, between failure and success.